I was feeling a bit down after our all-too-easy group stage elimination with Cameroon last time out, but our new nation gives me cause for optimism. It's time to take charge of one of the most improved nations in world football in recent years, Canada. Currently on a high, having qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 36 years, and with huge wonder-kid talents like Alphonso Davies on hand, and Johnathan David of Lille, both of these guys just 22 and about to reach their prime. We also have the wily experience of 39-year-old captain Atiba Hutchinson, partnered in central midfield by playmaker Estaquio of Porto. Throw in the likes of Kyle Larin and Tajon Buchanan of Club Brugge, and sprinkle in a few talents from elsewhere in Europe, from the MLS and from Blackpool, and things are perhaps looking up. But then I remembered Canada's place in Group F, one of the toughest groups in the draw. Morocco, Croatia and Belgium are the teams we must beat to stand any chance of qualifying, and even then we likely face Germany or Spain in the next round. So what's your prediction? Leave a comment below to let me know how you think I'm going to do with this Canada side, and how well do you expect the real Canada team to do at the actual World Cup? I had 2 games in charge before the World Cup began. A narrow 1-0 defeat away to Costa Rica in a Nations League match, and a comfortable 4-1 win away to Malta en route to Doha. Morocco would be up first, and we would be hoping that they would take us a little too lightly. We would have to take to the first game without Alphonso Davies, though, who was still a week away from full fitness after a fractured cheekbone. And we would line up with a 4-2-3-1, looking for Johnathan David to grab us the goals. But it was Morocco who would start brightest, El Nasri putting the ball into the back of the net early on, but luckily being called back for offside. Morocco then started to dominate, crafting out quite a few good chances in that opening half hour, as we had to ride our luck on more than one occasion in the first half. But then a flash of hope as the ball came to Atiba Hutchinson, who curled one onto the post. That gave us a much needed boost, and David very nearly gave us a much needed goal shortly afterwards. Trouble started brewing in the second half as Morocco got a bit rough, and Larin, Miller and David all picked up minor injuries. That's 3 of our attacking players. Nevertheless, they were all involved in a fine move on the hour mark that very nearly ended with a Liam Millar goal. Ugbo, Corbenau and Cavallini all came on in their places as we very nearly went behind, the woodwork getting involved once again. And then the hammer blow as we failed to deal with a corner, and Amrabat rifled in this shot. Then a terribly misplaced ball by goalkeeper Borjan nearly gifted the Moroccans a second. And then we finally put a decent move together. Adekube going on a run, playing in Osorio, who then set up super sub Ugbo for the equaliser. Morocco clearly saw this game as a must-win, and really went for the 3 points in the last few minutes. But in the end, we held on for the point. Thankfully, the injuries from the game turned out to be not too bad, with a tight calf and a couple of bruises. And that tells you a lot about how Morocco approached the game. Hopefully, Croatia will be a bit kinder in match day 2. We were led on the field by captain Atiba Hutchinson, who chased down Stanisic here, collecting his 100th cap no less, and he helped then craft our first chance, allowing David to run into space and Kai to go close. Alas, that was just a lucky start, as Kovacic played a blinder of a pass to Vlasic, who in turn teed up Kramaric for the opener. We were down but not out as we crafted this chance in the 20th minute. Some great work by David to set up Ugbo. David had a decent chance a moment later as he seized on a defensive error but shot over. Croatia, however, are always a dangerous team, and it was the Kovacic-Vlasic combo again that led to goal number 2. A towering header from Orsic. But we wouldn't give up that easily as Adekube and Ugbo combined neatly down the left to play through Estaquio, who dinked a delightful shot over the keeper to pull one back. But the Croats are a well-drilled outfit, and they then shut up shop in the second half, barely giving or creating anything until Kramaric popped up again late on, and we went down 3-1. Belgium, after an opening day defeat to Croatia, beat Morocco in the other game, which meant heading into the final match day, Croatia were top and Belgium were second. So, much like the Ghana-Uruguay game in episode 1, there is a chance here to progress. We just need to beat Belgium and hope that Morocco don't win against Croatia, and then we're second. Too much to ask? Well, let's find out. All right then, so we're going to do a live com for this one. We're just going to put it all out there as we take on Belgium. This is the team we're looking at. We're going for that 4-3-3 rather than the 4-2-3-1. I just feel like we're going to have to sit back and soak up a bit of pressure and look for those counter-attacks. We have Davies available and fully fit again. But you know what? I will make one change. I'm going to bring on Ugbo for Buchanan because Ugbo's been involved in a lot of our attacking play in the first two games. And we've just got to hope that De Bruyne and Lukaku have an off day. All right, so here come the teams. It's another massive match here. We're playing in the red this time. I think all of our matches so far have been red versus white. But anyway, we're hoping the red team win today, but it's Belgium, the white team, starting with the ball. The first chance here, it's that tricky De Bruyne, but good defensive work there to get it safely into the hands of Bojan. Now let's see, can we launch a counter-attack from here? Hutchinson on cap 101. There's Davies. Oh no, it's been given away. Lukaku. Oh, no way. No way. Come on. Is that a penalty this early? It hardly looked like anything. Lukaku didn't even go down. We've got the VAR review. This is not the start we wanted. The penalty's been given. Lukaku's going to take it. Oh no, this is not the start we were looking for. And yeah, he scored. I think Bojan was close to stopping that, but nope. Belgium 1-0 up. Oh, just look at that. Look at that. Bojan was so close, but ultimately not close enough. Okay, there's been no highlights since that goal. Here we are, 35 minutes. Davies pumping the ball into the box, but too close to Courtois. So now we're going to get Belgium launching it from here. Vittoria got the header, but only as far as Castagne. It's, Davies. Oh, he better be careful. He's on a yellow, and he really slid in there. He could have been sent off, but Tillerman scores. This is just not going to plan at all. Well, what an absolute disaster. We're 2-0 down at half-time, and how can we turn this around? Right, we're going to go in with a few changes here. So Larry has picked up a knock. We're going to bring on this youngster, Marshall Rutti. He can play as a winger. I think that's his preferred position, but we want that attacking option. I'm also taking Liam Miller off. Adekugbe comes in at left back. We're going to push Davies up into a winger position. Yeah, we're going to have him an all-out winger on attack. Ugbo then can be in the inside forward role. And Osorio in the attacking midfield position. It means we've done 3 of our 5 substitutions already, but, you know, desperate times and all that. Okay, great. We're about an hour in now, and Adekugbe, who's just come on, is now having to go off injured. What's the matter with him? Let's have a look. Potential arm injury. That does not sound good. So, Marc-Anthony Kaye, he may be more of a central midfielder, but we're going to put him in there as an attacking wing-back. Right, 75 minutes. This is the first proper highlight of the half. It's Belgium with a free kick in a dangerous position. They nearly went 3-0 up. I've just seen there Croatia 2-0 up in their game against Morocco. 15 minutes left. We've somehow got to find 3 goals. This would be one of the all-time World Cup epics if it happens. But here comes Alphonso Davies with our best chance of the night so far. But, oh no, we've got another free kick for Belgium. Can we get a break here? Hutchinson, he looks slow. He is 39 years old. Only a few years younger than me. His pass doesn't quite find Davies, who's been anonymous tonight. But here comes Kaye. Kaye, come on. Get that ball up, Kaye. He gets the cross in. Oh, but it's easily dealt with by Belgium. We didn't have anybody far enough forward. They're just not committing enough in this game, unfortunately. We've got nothing to be afraid of. It doesn't matter if we lose 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 here. We've at least got to try and get those goals. But, Lukaku makes it 3-0. Right, the next team up is Australia in the world rankings. And I'm assuming that's going to be the next episode because I don't think we're getting another episode out of this Canada team, which is a shame because I think there's the potential for this team to actually do pretty well in real life. But anyway, now we've just got the painful final 10 minutes to go. Here comes Kaye. We were starting to string a couple of chances together as well, but Belgium, just too experienced, too good. We really needed to win that game against Morocco and then hope we could steal a point off either of the big boys in the group, but it hasn't happened. Count Doku nearly made it 4. But we continue straight from the goal kick. there's plenty of action to come. The game's treating this like we're still in with a chance, which we're not. Anyway, Vittoria, veteran centre-back to veteran centre midfielder. Hutchinson, not so veteran fullback Johnathan David. Oh, now that is our new best chance of the night, but still, it wasn't on target. And that's it. 3-0 defeat. We are not having a good run in our last few episodes, are we? So there you go, Canada blow their qualification chances. Adekugbe turns out it was torn wrist ligaments. Sounds pretty nasty. Hutchinson also pulled knee ligaments. That could be his career over. And then Belgium were knocked out by Spain and Croatia were knocked out by Germany anyway, so... But overall, one of the more interesting World Cups with Mexico taking the crown. But if we're checking on Group D here, which is where we're headed next with Australia, that's not looking too promising either. But nevertheless, join me for the Australia episode next time.